Hi, good afternoon all. I'm Sunil Joseph. So I welcome you all to this training program on Java practice programs. What is the agenda we are having? So all practice programs only, like calculator, factorial of a number, Fibonacci series, Palindrome program, permutation and combination. So some pattern, one or two pattern. So string reverse program, mirror inverse program, binary search, heap sort, removing element, hash map. So some questions are given there. So what is the number of maximum programs we are able to cover up? We'll do that. But what program we are doing, we will understand that in a real way. So technically, so that whenever you get a situation like that, you should be able to do that yourself. So what is Java? Java is a programming language. Language is a medium of communication. A programming language, a medium of communication between a user and a computer. So if I want to tell the computer to do something, so what we require is we need to have a programming language. So one such programming language is high-level programming language. Java is a high-level programming language, a user-friendly programming language. So we have got machine-level programming, then in-between programming language, so high-level assembly language, low-level programming. But Java is high-level. We write just like normal English words we use. So while writing a Java program, we use some English words. That's what high-level programming language. And this language is developed by 𝐂𝐝𝐿. He was an engineer with the Sun Microsystems. So 𝐂𝐝𝐿, now it is taken over by Oracle, and it was released by Sun Microsystems in 1996. So what is Java? And it is free and open source. We can download the source code and you can customize it based on your requirement. You can say that it is my Java, Sunil's Java, Edureka Java. You can download the source code and you can customize it based on your requirement. You can re-edit the code. They are sharing the complete code to you. So it is free and open source. And when it was released in the initial time, it was called, the first name of this Java language was 𝐾, O-A-K. So 𝐾, there was a patent issue in US. There was a company with the name of 𝐾 Technologies. So that name, they were not able to provide it to this language, so renamed it as Java. Java is actually a coffee bean. Coffee bean, an island in Indonesia where the coffee is being produced. So they given the name as Java. And it is the main feature of Java is write once, run anywhere. That means if you write a Java program in one operating system, write once, you write a program, then you compile the program, and that program we are able to execute in any other device, any other operating system. That's what we talk about Vora. Write once, compile it once, and run it anywhere. So what is Java? Java is a high-level programming language developed by 𝐂𝐝𝐿 in Sun Microsystem in the year 1996. And this Java is free and open source. Initially, it was called with the name of 𝐾 because of the patent issue. They renamed it as Java, name of an island in Indonesia where the coffee bean is being produced. So 𝐂𝐝𝐿 felt that the coffee has given the inspiration to develop such a powerful language. So he decided, let us go with the name of Java. They come up with the two names. One is Java and the other one is Silk. They decided to go with the name of Java. So write once, run anywhere. That's what the most important feature of Java. Platform independent application. So what is Java? Now what are the important features of Java? So many features. Java is a easy programming language. I won't say that it is that easy. Easy in the sense, it is easy if you have got some idea about C++, it is easy for us to understand the code. The complex topics of C++ is not available, like memory management by the programmer. Allocating the memory and all is not given in Java. And garbage collection, we don't need to do anything for garbage collection. Operators overloading concept is not there. So the difficult topics are taken out. The syntax almost similar to Java, that is similar to C++. That is what we say it is easy programming language. The next one, Java is a robust language. What do you mean by robust? The word meaning vocabulary. The robust means a strong programming language. So why it is saying that it's a strong programming language? It uses strong memory management. By the low level, it uses strong memory management. There is no pointer concepts, so security issues are not happening. So there's a lack of pointers that avoid security problem. Memory management. Automatic garbage collection. One object is created. That object, I am talking in a view that my audience are already aware of object-oriented programming. You have got some basics of Java. On that context, I'm talking to you. So automatic garbage collection in Java, built-in exception handling, all these things are there. Because of that, Java is a strong language. Portable. If you develop a Java program, that Java program will work in any other place without any modification. Every platform it will support. Portable. See, for example, nowadays in India or anywhere in the world, our mobile number can be ported. We use the term ported. I have got a Reliance mobile number. I can port it into Idea or I can port it into Airtel. Portable is a term, so I don't need to do anything on that. So that's what same way Java programs are portable. So portable, distributed, object-oriented, everything is based on object. Platform independent. The most important feature of Java is Java is a programming language used for developing platform independent application. If you develop a Java application in one operating system, that application we are able to run in any other operating system. That is what we talk about platform independent application. How it is happening and all, you are already aware of that. So we write a Java program, .java. We compile the Java program. When you compile the Java program, it creates a .class file. It creates a bytecode file. .class file contains bytecodes. A special type of language that is understandable only for the interpreter of Java. So that bytecode files will be converted to native code, operating system understandable form. As a result, a Java .class file developed in one operating system will run in any other operating system which has got an appropriate JVM installed. Then we compile it, it will create a .class file in any operating system. That .class file is understandable for the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So whichever operating systems are having that JVM, that class file will run. So in short, a Java .class file developed in one operating system will run in any other operating system which has got an appropriate JRE installed. Object-oriented programming. It's a programming paradigm. A program can be developed using different techniques. It may be a procedure-oriented program, POP, object-oriented program, OOP, and the third one, aspect-oriented program, AOP. So object-oriented programming is purely based on objects. So what is an object? I'll put it in this way. Just imagine why we are studying a programming language to develop a software. What is a software? Application software. So application software is an implementation of a real world thing in the computer world. A software, an application software is the implementation of a real world thing. So just imagine a bank, State Bank of India. In India, we have got State Bank of India, which is a 200-year-old bank. So that bank was there 200 years before. But that time, no computers, no programming language, nothing, almost 30 or 40 years before. So that time also bank was working, but everything was manual operation. In every bank, what is there? Account, What type of data? Account type data. What account contains? Account number, name of the account holder, balance amount, all the details are coming. And account means withdraw, deposit, all that function. So in a bank, 100 account holders are there. So that means we got 100 account objects. So that type of programming is what we talk about, object-oriented program. Some basic Java program. So many are there, and I will be using Eclipse. So the first use case which we need to develop is calculator program in Java. So some operations we'll do, not interest and square and all. Square also we can do. Let us do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Same way other things also we can do. So what is the logic? So remember, so we have got a program. We need to write a program to develop a calculator that should perform addition or subtraction. So let's think about, our question is, we want to write a program to develop a calculator or basically some different. So what is the logic? Understanding logic is important. So what is that we need to do? So we should enter the first number. Enter first number. Enter second number. So I'm just telling you the logic. This is what most important. Writing program is simple, but understanding what to write is most important. So enter the first number NO1, the second number NO2 in the variable we are storing. Enter the operation OPERATION. Enter the operation. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or square root, whatever it is. So maybe a root, square root, what do you want to do? One character we want to enter. Enter the operation. Then suppose, just imagine I entered plus. If you enter plus, what is the output I need to have? The first number plus number 2 is equal to sum. Suppose if you enter minus number, minus operator, number 1 minus number 2 is equal to question mark. So this is what my requirement. This is what the logic. So enter the first number, enter the second number, then enter the operand, operator, or enter the operation, what you want to do. So one character we are entering. Then the corresponding report, corresponding output. So for doing this, we need to enter the data. To read the data from keyboard, so we got different techniques. So one we use is java.util.scanner. So we will create an object of scanner to obtain the data from keyboard. And we have got two methods. One is a main method, which is the driver method. The starting point. So every standalone Java program, the starting point of execution is the main method. Then another method for calculation will pass the first number, operand 1, operand 2, and the operator. This is what the second method that we have. So how to read the data from keyboard? Keyboard means system.in. So we want to read the data from keyboard. In the main method, we will accept the first number, second number, and the operation also. Then we will call a method to do that operation and send it back. It is not a good practice of writing all the logics in the main method. You distribute it in different methods. So this is what our procedure. So we understood the question. We understood how to enter the input, and we understood how to show the answer. All these things we got it. Now only the thing is we need to write the program. I'll be showing with the Eclipse ID. Those are aware of NetBeans, you can work on that, or JDeveloper or WebLogic Workshop. Anywhere if you want to do, you can do it. So let us do this program. Let me create a package. So right click, I created a project with the name of webinar, new package. In this package names normally the reverse name of your company's internet domain name. So CO, edureka.co, co.edureka.webinar as the package name. So I'm creating a package name. So inside this package, let me create a class. and the class name is calculator. Calculator is a class name which has got the main method. Main method is the starting point. So whenever you run this program, the control will come to the main method. Here we want to read the data from keyboard. So for that purpose, scanner SSC is equal to new scanner of system.in. So we want to read the data from keyboard. So why this error is coming? Scanner is a class present in java.util. We are importing java.util.scanner, scanner. And better to close that at the end. So we got the scanner object to obtain the data. So let us read both the data. So the first number, integer number 1 is equal to, now we will just give a message, S out. In the same line, enter, what is that we planned? Enter first number. Enter first number. Integer number 1 is equal to SSC.next int. So we got the first number. Now the same way we are obtaining an integer from system.in standard input device. The same way we are accepting the second number. Enter second number. Number 2 is equal to, we got it. So both the numbers we got. After obtaining both the numbers, what is that we are having? We have got a method to perform operations. So we are defining a method to perform the operation, and that method should return an integer, or you can make it as a float or double, anything. But our calculator is to do the calculations based on integers, numbers without decimal point. I make this method as a static method. So I can call this method by using class name, or directly I can call that. So static returns an integer, calculate. So this calculate method takes x comma y comma a character op, operator. So we should pass the operator also. So what to do? One more thing you have to obtain. So system.out.println or print enter operation. Enter required operation. Required operation. What is that? So plus, comma, minus, comma, multiplication, comma, division. Or power also you can do. At least if you do, rest of the things you can implement. Enter required operation, plus or minus or multiplication or division. One character we are entering. So character operator is equal to SSC.next. We are reading one word. From that word, I want to get the first index. So I want to make it as a character. We want to read one character. So we are reading one word. So you plus enter one character. So next method returns a string. From that string, we want to get the character in the first index. So for example, Edureka is a string. Which character is stored in the index of 0? First one. Character 0 is this one. So we are entering only one character. So that also we got. Then I will say integer result is equal to calculate by passing the number 1, passing the second number, and passing the operator. So we are calling the calculate method. We are calling the calculate method. Integer res is equal to calculate the first number, the second number, as well as the operator. So it will come to x, y, and operator. It will come to this. Now what is that we need to do? We need to identify what is that operation. Whether that operation is addition, plus or minus, or multiplication or division. What is that? So for that purpose, what I do is I will use an operator called switch. Switch operator. This can be plus for addition. If it is plus, what is the result? I'll just declare a variable integer res is equal to 0. RES is equal to X plus Y and break it. If it is plus addition, break. The next case is case minus RES is equal to X minus Y, break the switch block. Then we got another case as case multiplication. RES is equal to X into Y, break. Then default I am not writing. So case division. RES is equal to X divided by Y, break. Divided by Y, break. Then you return, if the method returns a value, return RES, the result value we are returning. So we defined a function. Let's recollect this. Entering the first number, entering the second number. So we are considering addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or any other operations you want, you can do that. We are accepting the operator, reading one string, from that the first character we are getting, then we call the function. This is what the method, and we are getting the result back. So if it is plus, what to do? Addition. If there is minus, subtraction, multiplication, division, and returning the result. So this is what the closing of switch. This is a closing of method calculate, and this is class. We defined that. Program is over. Let us run this program. I'm running this program by clicking here. Let me enter a number. First number as 10. The second number as 5. Enter required operation. What is that you want to do? So I'll just say plus. We have not displayed the result. So we are getting the result here. What is that we want to do? We decided to give the result as the first number, then operator, then the second number equal to the result. So for that purpose, S out, the first operand plus a space plus operator plus a space plus OP2 operand 2, then equal to plus RES. So we do not know what is the operator. OP1, not OP1. So number 1. Number 1 plus 1 space. Operator we are providing. Number 2, then space equal to RES. Number 1, number 2, all that we are doing. So this is the program to find the generate a calculator. Let us run this and see. Run as Java application. Enter first number 15, second number 3. Enter the required operation plus. So 15 plus 3 is equal to 18. Let us run this for any other operation. So 14 plus 2. Enter the operation multiplication. So 14 into 2 is equal to 28 is what we are getting. So run this. The first number 5. So 10. And we provide minus. What is that we are getting? 5 minus 10 equal to minus 5. So this is the program. But one thing you need to know. So run as Java application. I'll enter a number 10. The second number 8. And I just provide something like ampersand symbol. We provided ampersand symbol. So 10 ampersand 8 is equal to 0. It's not correct. So we are doing this program only for plus or minus or multiplication or division. So you should call this function only if it is plus or minus or multiplication or division. So you can just say if operator equal to plus or operator equal to minus or operator equal to multiplication or operator equal to division, then you call this function and get the result. If it is not correct, else case we can give a message S out invalid operation. Invalid operation. please try for plus, comma, minus, comma, multiplication or division. I just give some message. So if this operator is any of these things, then only you have to perform the operation. So let's run this, run as Java application. Let us provide 10 and 8. Enter the operator division. We are getting the answer. Let's run this program. So 10, 8, and I provide @ symbol. Invalid operators. Please try for plus, minus, multiplication or division. So this is a very, very simple program to generate a simple calculator. So what are the steps? Program is not important. If you are aware of Python, if you are aware of C, C++, everywhere, you can try that. A simple program to develop a calculator. So for me, this logic is most important. Program is not important. So if you know the language, you can implement that. So this is what the most important thing. Now the next question we want to do is we want to write a program to get the factorial program. What is factorial? First, this is a question. First, we should know what is a factorial. Then only we can think about the logic. So what is a factorial of a number? Factorial of a number, say n, one number, will be the product of all positive numbers less than or equal to n. Positive numbers means 1 onwards. So no point in multiplying with 1. So suppose a number is taken as 5. So what is a factorial? 1 into, 2 into, 3 into, 4 into 5. That's all. So factorial of a number n. First you understand what is a factorial. So for that purpose, what is that we need to do? We need to enter a number. So we should enter a number. Enter a number. And the number may be n. It may be anything. For example, 5. So what answer we should get? 5 into 4 into 2 into 1. See, factorial of a number n is denoted by n factorial exclamation equal to 4 into 3 into 2. Enough now. 1 is why it is required, not required. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. So this is what the factorial simple program. So what is the logic of this? So what is the logic? What is that we need to do? We should enter a number, maybe 5. So we should have a method. There we will pass this 5. And that 5 numbers, you check out whether that number is positive number. I mean, greater than 0. Then only you should find the factorial. If it is 1, return that. So what is the logic to find out the factorial of a number is, in that method, you should have a loop that is ranging from 2 to n and find out the multiplication product. That's all. A loop ranging from 2 to n. Then store that value into a product variable, fact variable, and return that. So for that purpose, let me write a new program. New Java class, factorial. Factorial, public static void main. So let's have the same steps to save the time only. I have got the scanner, enter a number. So we are entering the number to save the time. Enter, or which numbers factorial. So question is, which numbers factorial? So we will get the number num. We got the number. And we define a method, a normal method, not a static method. So void, not void. It returns an integer. Factorial by passing a number. Returns a number. Int fact is equal to 1. Int fact is equal to 1. We have got a loop for int seek is equal to 2. Sequence less than or equal to num or n. Seek plus plus. A for loop we are writing. So fact into equal to seek. Fact into equal to seek and return fact. We are returning the factorial. So we defined a simple, a simple method. Integer of n. So let us get the factorial. So int fact is equal to. So you cannot call this directly because it's not a static method. If it is a static method, we can call it directly factorial of num. But this is not a static method. So if you want to access that, we should have an object of that class. Factorial 𝐹𝐵𝐽 is equal to new factorial, creating a factorial object, and using that object, we call that method. So that control will come to this method. They will get the factorial. Fact is not a keyword, Mehtab. It is only a variable. Fact is only a variable. This is not a keyword, it's a variable. If you want, you can write a false, so not a problem. Fact is only a variable that stores some data. So integer variable. Mehtab, clear with that? It's only a variable, that's all. Yeah. So like this, if any queries are there, you can ask me. And you please understand our limitations also. Why we not taking sequence is equal to 1? Shashank. Anyway, that number is 1. Any number, if you multiply with the 1, you will get 1 only, right? So why you want to waste one more loop iteration? Not required. Any number, I can write here 1, not a problem, because you remember that any number into 1 is same number only, right? Any number, if you multiply it with 1, you will get the same number. Why to do that? Not required. So if you want, I can write 1, not a problem, right? So only to make it more efficient, that's all. So I want to just show a message as factorial of num is equal to, I'll say, fact. So some test cases. What is the factorial of 4? 24. Let us run this program. We enter the number as factorial. Which number is factorial? 4. Factorial of 4 is 24. What is the factorial of 5? We'll provide the factorial of a number 5. 120, correct? 5 into 4 into 3 into 12. 5 into 4, 5 times 4, 20. 20 times 3, 60. 60 times 2, 120. 120 times 1 is 120 only. So I have not done that. If you want, you can say 1, not a problem. So run as Java application. We provide the number 6, 720 or something. We are getting that also. So you write some comments also, entering the data, calling the method call for getting factorial of num. Method call for getting the factorial of num. So this is how we are writing a program to get the factorial of a number. So next program is about Fibonacci. What do you mean by Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series has numbers in which each number is the sum of 2 preceding numbers. But only the issue is with the starting number. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. What is the next number? So the next number is 13. 8 plus 5, 13. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Only the issue is, so how many variables are required for us? How many variables are required for us? We need to have 3 variables. The first number, second number, and the which number to be displayed. 3 variables. We call it as XYZ. XYZ or PQR, and also a count variable. One is XYZ to store the sum of 2 preceding numbers. To store the 2 preceding numbers. So 2 preceding numbers. So how many variables are required to get this sequence? We need to have 3 variables and another variable to just find the count. So maybe 10 numbers. Now how many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one variable to find out how many variables are there, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there should be a variable to increase to see the count also. So how can we do that? Same process. We'll enter a number using scanner. How many Fibonacci series numbers? So let me write a program. New Java class Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series. So same step. So we need to have a scanner. Better to close it also. So how many Fibonacci series numbers? How many Fibonacci series numbers. How many? So these many numbers. Okay, that work is done. How many Fibonacci series numbers? So now what I do is, let us define a function. So this time I'm defining it as a static void. I'm showing the sequence in this method itself. So display Fibonacci series. How many Fibonacci series? Display Fibonacci series integer n. Now what I do is I declare three variables. Integer x will say 0, y equal to 1, and z is equal to 0. Then count is equal to 1, first count. We can do it with the for loop also. And I'll say while loop. While, what is the condition? The count should be less than or equal to n. How many? The count should be less than or equal to n. Yeah, z is equal to 0. I given z is equal to 0. Yes. The count should be less than or equal to n. Okay. What is the first thing? Let us display that number s out what z system.out.println z print, then some gap, 3 gaps. Okay, we are displaying z so that we will get, you take any number. So 1 is displayed, z is displayed. Then what is the next z value? By summing up the two previous numbers. Summing up the two previous numbers, 1, 1. So previous numbers are nothing but x and y. X is to store the previous first number, y to store the previous second number, z is the actual number. So what I do is z is equal to x plus y. Then, so x is equal to y. Next time y is equal to z. Interchange, and the count should be increased by 1. Count plus plus. Count plus plus we have done. So after getting the numbers, method called to display the sequence. So display Fibonacci series of num. We just written the program. We don't know whether we get the correct answer or not. So we are accepting the number, how many. Then we call display Fibonacci series of number. Control will come here. Integer x is equal to 0, y is 1, z is 0, count is 1. Count should be less than or equal to n. How many? Count should be less than or equal to n. Displaying that z, x is equal to x plus y, and also run this program. How many numbers? I want to have 10. This is okay. But what is the problem there? 2 times 1 is required. So 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. One more 1 should come. Then that 1 plus 1 is 2. Otherwise, what will happen? 2. How we are getting this 2? There is no chance. 1 plus 0. So a number is the sum of previous two numbers. Are we getting the previous two numbers? No. There is some mistakes here. Now what I do is I'll make x as 1, y as 0. This is logic only. Run this. How many Fibonacci series numbers? 10. So we are getting 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 41, 434. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are getting all the 10 numbers. This is only logic. If you ask me why you have given like that, to get this answer like this, we should provide in that way. Let us make this Eclipse to explain this as for us. So that we call it as debugging. Everyone, you please see here. I'm going to debug this program. Line by line, we are going to execute. For that purpose, let me come to Window, Perspective, Open Perspective, and we'll come to Debug Perspective. I want to debug this program. So Window, Perspective, Open Perspective, and we'll say Debug. I'm going to debug the program. When you debug this program, set a breakpoint from where you want to debug. Enter the number and all, okay. I want to do from here. You double click this. Okay, double click this. Now let us find out some expression. What do you want? I want to get the value of x, y in expression z, then count, then n, then count less than or equal to n. These are the expression or the values I want to know. Okay, we are in this display function. Let us have num also. Num, anyway, number, that number only we passed here. So n, main concentration should be here. Let us debug this program. Allow series, enter how many Fibonacci series numbers. Let's give 6. So what is expected answer? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5 are the sequence numbers. I press enter. Now it is coming here because now there is no x, y, there is no count, nothing at all. Everything is error. Let us go to the method. To go to the method, you press F5. We are in this one. Now only n variable value is coming. That is, what is that? 6. Then you press F6. What is coming? X is 1. So this you also have to concentrate very clearly. X is 1, Y is 0, Z is 0, count is 1, N is 6. Count less than or equal to N, condition is true. 1 is less than or equal to N, count is true. So we press F6. You are coming to this one. What is the Z value? 0. So 0 is being displayed. 0 is being displayed. Then Z is equal to X plus Y. So what is the value of Z? X is 1. Y is 0, 1 plus 0, 0. So Z becomes 1. Then X is equal to Y. What is the value of Y? 0, 0 will become 1. And Y is equal to Z. Z is 1. Y is becomes 1. Count plus plus, count becomes 2. Then 2 less than or equal to N, condition is true. Coming inside. F6, 1 is coming. Now Z is what? X is 0, Y is also 1. So 0 plus 1, again Z becomes 1 only. Then X is equal to Y, 1. Y is equal to Z, 1. Count plus plus, count becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to N, true. You have to see here. Display again 1. Z is equal to X plus Y. So previous two numbers are X and Y. 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Then X is equal to Y. So previous, the immediate previous number is given to the first previous. Then Y is equal to Z. So next time we will get Z as 2. Then 2 becomes 3. 2 plus 1, 3. Like this it will be work. So this is what the Fibonacci series. Like this you do the debugging, then you will have a clear understanding of that. Got it? Now let's see. Let's move on to the next question. So the next case is about palindrome. What do you mean by palindrome? What is the question? Palindrome phrase, number or a sequence will be same even if it is written backwards. Forward direction and backward direction is same. One example, madam, you write it in the reverse order, same only. So both are coming in the same way. How can you do this program? Reverse of the word is also same. So how can you get that? So you can do it this one in different ways. Let's think about the logic. So one string, take the one first character, take the last character, compare both. If it is equal, increase from this direction and decrease from the other direction. So that is one way. So I can show you different ways. So it's a one word only, right? We are looking for a word. I can show you in different ways. One way what I do is take this number, recursive function also we can use. So take one loop is, let me take a pen. Move in this direction. I variable is moving in this direction. And this one is moving in this way. So first and the last one to be compared. Second and second last to be compared. And this is only one character. I mean same. Both become same. So if it is same, then you stop the operation. So to do that, this is what the logic, understand the logic. First and the last character should be same. Second and the second last should be same. Third and the third last should be same. So like that, if everything is same, then we can say it is a palindrome string. So for doing that, write a program, new Java class, palindrome test, public static void main. Same, accept a word. So system.out.print, enter a string for checking as palindrome. So I'll just get a word. So string word is equal to _next. So one word we are getting. Then we define a method, static boolean is palindrome. So string, the word is being passed. So it returns a boolean value, true or false. So return true. We consider everything is true only. So static boolean is palindrome. So we can say if is palindrome of the word, if is palindrome word yes out word is palindrome, else case yes out word is not palindrome. Word is palindrome, word is not palindrome. So structure is ready. So in the driver method, we are accepting a string. In the driver method, we are accepting a string. Then static boolean is palindrome string word. Return true. Now is palindrome, it is calling. So it may result may be either true or false. Now how to check the palindrome? So one logic is, say in any case if mismatch comes, it is sure that it's not a palindrome word. So I'll take let forward index is equal to 0, backward index is equal to word dot length minus 1, word dot length minus 1. See, not let, it's nothing but integer. So forward index is 0 and backward index is word dot length. Length, how many characters are there? For example, Edureka. If a string is Edureka, what is the length of this? 2, 4, 6, 7 is the length. What is the index of A? Index of E 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So length is 7. The last character's index is 6. So what you do is word dot length minus 1. So you get the character in this index and you get the character in this one. So let's say while forward index should be less than or equal to backward index, till there you have to do the process, backward index. So forward index to be increased, forward index to be increased and backward index to be decreased. 6 should become 5. So forward index should be increased and backward index should be decreased. So what to do? Get the characters. So char start char, from the starting char is equal to word dot char at. So we are getting the character at the forward index and char end character from the last side end character is equal to word dot char at backward index. Backward index. So we are getting the first character and the last character. Then if start char start char not equal to end char. Start char is not equal to end char. What is that we have to do? Return false. It's not matching, so it's sure that it's not a valid character. So we are getting the character, start characters. I hope you understood what I'm talking about. So let's see whether it's working or not. So move it. So if there's no issue, everything is matching, then we can say that it's a palindrome string. So let's run this. I think we have done correctly. Let's say madam. So what it does, it will take m start index. So caret forward index is 0, backward index is length minus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 0 and 4 Then increase this, decrease this. AA, same. Then both will be equal. D equal to D equal to. Then forward index will increase to 3. Backward index will be decreased to this one. So that value, the condition becomes false. It will come out. So once it comes out, returns true. It is sure. All checkings are over. So let me run this. I'll say madam. Madam is palindrome. So let's say in slash double quotes plus in double quotes we want to show. Slash double quotes. Slash double quotes. In double quotes that word to be given. Slash double quotes. I cannot say only double quotes, so double quotes. Run this. Another word as I, E, Y, E. Both direction the same. I is palindrome. Another word is Malayalam, a language. Malayalam is spelling mistake. M-A-L-A-Y-A. So spelling mistake. That's not palindrome. I'll just provide M-A-L-A-Y-A-L-A-M. Malayalam is palindrome. So any other word, Edureka. E is matching. D is not matching. So this is not a palindrome. Edureka is not palindrome that way. Amma. So small letter you use, case sensitive actually. A-M-M-A. So if I say A-M-M-A, no, if you say capital A, it may not work. Amma is palindrome. So this is one way we are checking whether a string is palindrome or not. So you can do this program in so many different ways, okay? I can do this program in so many different ways with the recursive function. I can do that. So many ways we can do that. So increasing from the forward direction, decreasing from the backward direction. Increasing from forward, decreasing from backward. So that is what the logic we applied. Or I can use something like reversing a string. That way also we can do that. So is palindrome, I can do reverse a string. That way also we can implement that. The same way we can have pattern program. So two patterns they have given, diamond pattern. Let's see that. Or before that, maybe any other thing. String reverse program, reversing a string. String reverse program in Java. Let's see what is the requirement. Welcome to Edureka. They are not asking to just reverse the string. They are not asking to just to reverse the string. So they are taking each word. After taking each word is reversed. See, welcome, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, to T-O, Edureka. So that means if you have got a string like this, we have to reverse the string. We have to reverse the string word-wise. So what is that you have to do? You have to get each word from the string. So we have to get each word from the string. So first you split the string. Then each word you reverse it. That is what we need to have. That's what string reverse program. So let's do that program. New Java class. So string reverse. So public static void main. So inside this, the same word. So it's not a word, it's reading a line. So scanner, enter a line of text. So we will enter a line of text. So string line is equal to, or string text is equal to scanner object dot next line. So we are reading one line. So what I do is reverse string of text. Reverse string of, so static void reverse string, REVERSC, reverse string of string text. So we got the method. So from the main method, the control is coming to this. So first thing what you do is when you enter, so same string, let us try. Welcome to Edureka is a string, the same string let us do. So once you do that, welcome to Edureka. So we need to get the words as an array. So string array words is equal to text dot, there is a method called split. Based on what delimiter? Based on space. So first what you do is you split that string, that's you split that line of text into an array, string array. You split that into a string array. Then we have got a string rev string. Reverse string is equal to nothing. Then you take each word from that array. For string word words. From that words we are getting each word. And to reverse that, we can use something like a string builder class. SB is equal to new string builder of word. I'm taking a string builder and also word. Then let us reverse the string and add it with the reverse string. So rev string equal to reverse string plus SB dot reverse method we are using plus a space. So at the last, let us return that reverse string. So return rev string. Let this method return a reverse string. So static string reverse string. So string rev string. We are getting reverse string. So let's say original string is let text or reverse text. Rev text. And reversed text is rev text. So system.out.println text as well as the reverse text. So we have got reverse string. So we are getting the words text.split. We are getting the words. So string reverse string is equal to nothing. We are getting each word enhanced for loop. So from this string we are getting each word. That each word we are giving it into a string builder. And we are converting that to reverse string plus SB dot reverse, reversing that string, and a space is given. So let's run this program. Let us provide the text as welcome to Edureka. So 3 words are there. When you split that into an array, we'll get the size of this array will be 3. So first one, second one, and the third one. So each one we are reversing. So original text is welcome to Edureka. See, first word is reverse, 𝐶𝐽. 2 and Edureka. Same logic we are getting. That's what the same thing they're asking us to do. String reverse program. Welcome to Edureka. We are getting that. The another one which we want to do is, what is that? Mirror inverse program. So I'll just tell you the logic of that. What do you mean by mirror inverse? So mirror inverse is nothing but this is an array. So there is a mistake. This is curly braces. So that should be curly braces. So what is mirror inverse is nothing but in curly braces we got. So this one mistake is it's not square braces. It should be curly braces. It's an array. So ARR array 34201. So 3 is a value. In which index 3 is present? Index 0. See, index 0 value is 3. Index 1 value is 4. Index 2 value is 2. Index 3 value is 0. Index 4 value is 1, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the values are present. So there are some values present in a particular index. So index 0 contains 3. Index 4 contains, index 2 contains 4. And index 1 contains 4. Index 2 contains 2. Index 3 contains 0. Like that. Now you think it in a reverse way. So this 3 you consider not as value, you consider it as 3. So if you take 3 as an index, what value is stored in the index of 3? 0. It is reverse, right? So you value an index, you change. So index of 3, value 3, value 0. Index of 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index of 4, value 1. Index of 2, value 2. Index of 0, value 3. Index of 1, value 4. So reverse. Index and value we are interchanging, we are getting that. So that is what we talk about mirror inverse. To find the inverse of the array, swap the index and the value of the array. Just interchange that. So this value, interchange that. Both the place you just interchange, or you just interchange the word. So in the place of index, you give value. This place index also. That way. That is what we talk about the mirror inverse. So to find the inverse of the array, swap the index and the value of the array. So that's what we talk about the mirror inverse of an array. So how can you do the mirror inverse of an array? So very simple case. So you take each element. So you take each element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So length of the array minus 1. Or I less than length ARR dot length minus less than ARR dot length. Then what you compare is only one thing you compare. This is value. I mean index. If ARR of I, index you provide, ARR of 0. ARR of 0 is not equal to the value, then we can say that it's not correct. So rather than explanation, let me write the same array. So let me come to Eclipse. So I'll write that one in the same main method itself. Mirror inverse public static void main. Now scanner and all. So we got an integer array ARR is equal to 34201. 34201. 34201. 34201. So then only it will match. So that means the value in the index 0 and 3, this particular index location, the value should be same. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So very simple, right? So for, you can do it as a method also. What I do is, if is mirror inverse of ARR. We are passing an array. 𝐿𝑠𝑜𝑢𝑡 string dot arrays dot toString arrays dot toString of ARR is a real mirror inverse array. 𝐿𝑠𝑜𝑢𝑡 not a valid mirror, not a mirror inverse array. A corresponding message you can write. Is mirror inverse an array to be passed? No, it's okay. Leave it. I understand that. Okay. So static Boolean is mirror inverse of integer array ARR. What? Very simple. For integer I is equal to 0, I less than ARR dot length I plus plus. So we are taking each element. So only one condition. If from the array ARR of I, we are getting the array of 0 not equal to index. So value ARR of 3. First one is what? ARR of I is nothing but we are getting the value. What is that? 3. So ARR of 3 is what? It should be 0. ARR of 3 is 0. Yes. Then the next one. Then the second one. All that we are able to get. So not equal to I, you can return false. It is not an inverse array. If the loop is done successfully, return true. So in case if it is not matching that index ARR of 3, in the place of this 3, it should be index in this location. This will be treated as the location. So explanation is a bit complex, but concept is very simple. Arrays is present in arrays dot import java dot util dot arrays. Import java dot util dot arrays. Arrays dot toString. I thought of displaying that completely. Okay. Not a mirror inverse array, a real mirror inverse array. So let's run this, run as Java application. Real mirror inverse array. So this is a real mirror inverse array only. So this is a real mirror inverse array only. So it's a real mirror inverse array only. So what you do is arrays dot toString of int array. So that's integration was a problem. Arrays or AR plus arrays dot toString. It will display the elements. I'll put a hyphen there. Real mirror inverse array. Run as Java application. So 34201. So we are getting the elements of the array. Real mirror inverse array. So in the index of 3, it is not 0. So 0. This 2 should be matching. So if I provide 4 here, not matching. So 3 is a value. In this index of 3, what should be there? The index value 0 should be there, not there. So it's not a real inversed array. So not a mirror inversed array. So that way you can check out that. So this is what mirror inversed array that we have. So this is only to understand how are we able to do the programming. So just to have an idea, just refreshing the knowledge what you are having in Java only for that purpose. So some logical, the best programming methodology that we are able to apply. So to understand that only we discussed about this. So thank you. Bye-bye. God bless you all.